Hey guys, Tommy Bryson, and it's been a rough few months for a few companies out there because guess what? Some companies are thriving during the pandemic, but also some companies are actually not making it whatsoever. For example, JCPenney and also Neiman Marcus actually filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. No shade, just putting examples here. But for example, Netflix and Amazon stock have skyrocketed, okay? So just putting that out there. So obviously some companies are up, some companies are down, but however, for this video right here, I want to talk about the top 7 companies that are actually down right now. Now, right off the bat, guys, okay? Some of these companies are down directly because they've been affected by the pandemic, but once things settle back down, they'll probably go back up. However, some of these companies also, the entire pandemic only sped up the process of them actually going bankrupt. So just keep an eye on that. For this video, I'm just telling you 7 companies. I'm not telling you to go out there and invest, but if you want to, just do your research before you go ahead and put your hard-earned money into any of these stocks right here. Now, the first thing is this, guys. I do upload videos on this channel every single day, so make sure to subscribe and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And on top of that, also do me a favor, massive favor here, and make that like button turn blue, and all you have to do is smash it, okay? Just smash it, smash it, smash it. Thank you guys so much. Now, the first company I want to talk about is Under Armour. Now, although I'm not like the biggest athletics guys and I'm not really buying all the shoes and all the sweatpants and all the hoodies, which are very expensive, I know for sure that this company has been going down for a while now because obviously their competitors are Nike, Adidas, and a lot of other big brands out there. So the competitive nature of these, like for example, athletic brands are very high. However, Under Armour actually had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as one of their influencers. However, though, okay, pre-pandemic, their stock was at around $20.25, and right now, pandemic, okay, they're at $7.70. Now, according to analysts, the entire reason this is happening is basically because they get a massive amounts of all their profits by having their products in retailers. However, what's the big problem here? The big problem is that most retailers out there are actually closed, so that's actually damaging their company a ton. Now, the reason I have this nervous laugh is not because I invested into the company, but the main reason is because a company should always be very focused on expanding their online territory and probably spending a lot more money on campaigns and also marketing online to actually drive in more traffic and also more sales through online. Because look what just happened now. The stock is at $7.70 from $20. So imagine if you bought at 20 bucks and then boom, it goes down to $7. It's insane. And by the way, it's actually recovered a little bit since later in March when it actually went down even further. So keep that in mind right here. Am I going to buy this stock? The answer is before I do, I have to do more analyzing to it, okay? And now number 2 is actually Nordstrom Inc. And this is a semi-high-end retailer that focuses on brands and selling them in their retail stores, but also has a very large online presence, okay? However, guys, just so you guys know, this retailer right here has around 74,000 employees and around 117 stores just in the US. Now you might be like, hey Tommy, that's not a lot, but the answer is I like when a store focuses a lot more on marketing campaigns and not just like, you know, oh my gosh, like let me put a store in every block, okay? Obviously retailers have been losing money for a very long time, so the obvious thing to do is probably to like, hey, put a few stores around the area so people know about them, but also focus also mostly on online. Now, pre-pandemic, back in February, they were trading at $41.08, and now they're trading at $16.37. And by the way, the highest the stock has ever been was back in 2014 at around 80 bucks per share. So if you bought back then and you were waiting it out, guess what? You waited long enough, okay? That's the point here. But obviously, guys, the main reason the stock is down is because no one is actually going out there and shopping, and also the economy is also slowing down. However, when things do open back up and go back to normal, will the stock go back to normal? The answer is you have to do research and also analyze human behavior. Do I think it's gonna go back up in, for example, in like 1 year? Probably not, okay? It's gonna take a little bit longer than that. However, number 3 is the modern blockbuster, and that is, my friends, AMC. As we know, AMC Theaters has been losing money for a very, very long time. It's kind of like the retailer of movies in a sense. But however, you know, everybody now with Netflix and also Hulu and also even Amazon getting into the game, well, a lot has shifted. Thus, even though AMC has been fighting back with like, hey, on-demand movies, and also saying like, hey, you're a premier client, you get VIP access, 4 movies a week for free, all you have to do is pay $20 a month. However, they've been doing this for a while, but people are just not going out as much to actually watch movies, and that's why, okay, even before pre-pandemic, they were actually at $7.46 back in February, and now they're around $4.52. But before you say, Tommy, that's not really such a big dip, right? The answer is the only reason AMC actually shot up so much was basically because Amazon said, hey, we may actually go ahead and buy out AMC completely, and that shot up the stock by a lot. However, then Amazon backed out and now the stock went back down, okay? Is it possible it might happen? The answer is we don't know. However, how long will AMC be around for? The answer is it's hard to tell if the pandemic just sped things up, or for example, if it's just like holding on and when things go back open, then people will just go back there and just everything's gonna be back normal. But again, the stock has been losing money for a very, very long time. And now guys, number 4 is actually Dave and Buster's, okay? Now they took a massive hit because their entire business model is based on human beings actually gathering in a spot and playing games and also drinking and stuff like that, okay? But no one is doing that right now. And the idea is, guys, even after the entire lockdown or state of emergency actually ends, the stock might actually take a long time to recover because again, you know, people are not just gonna go right into it and be like, hey, take off your mask or whatever, you know, 6 feet apart. It's going to take a while to get kind of like the entire public opinion to actually shift and things to go back to normal step by step, step by step. But pre-pandemic, back in February, this stock was around $46 and now it's trading at around $9.75. Now, I predict, okay, a lot of people, once the entire state of emergency has ended, a lot of people will start buying this stock right here, which will drive the price back up. But I still don't know how long will it take people to go out there and go back on those dates and go back to play those games, because again, we still have a massive shift in culture when it comes to tight spaces and also sharing a room with somebody else. So it kind of is going to take a while longer, and it might take 1 year or 2 years, but eventually once things pick back up, then arcade games will probably be back, okay? However, do not put your money into this without analyzing the company first. And again, all I'm telling you is the top losers that have been affected that you will recognize. I'm not telling you to invest into these companies whatsoever. If you want to, if it sounds like kind of intriguing and you said, hey, you know what, people are going to go back, well, just go ahead and do some research before you go ahead and put your hard-earned money into any of these companies. And now guys, number 5 is actually Macy's, okay? Now Macy's is one of the biggest retailers, and they did file for bankruptcy back in 1990, and also JCPenney filed for bankruptcy, and also Neiman Marcus. So it might be a sign of what's actually going to happen here, but in the news it does say that they have started opening some stores in Utah and other states step by step, slowly, and because of that, the stock did go up this week by around 5%. However, again, it is another dying business, okay? So the idea is, a lot of these retailers need to really start focusing on, hey, let's start focusing on marketing and online presence, because again, that's all that Amazon's actually been doing. And look at Amazon now, okay? Amazon is awesome, but JCPenney and also Neiman Marcus, okay, these companies are not doing that great. So guys, pre-pandemic, Macy's was trading at around $16.67, and now they're trading at around $5.31. Now, might it go lower? The answer is it might. You never really know, especially with lockdown and how long it actually might take to actually recover. And on top of that, even once lockdown starts up, people will probably not be going out there as fast as possible to actually go out there and be like, hey, I want to shop. I want to shop. People are still going to be kind of like, hey, let me just wait a little bit longer so I spend my money on some brand new clothes, okay? Always have to keep that in mind before you try to buy any of these retailers right here. Now, number 6 is one of my favorites, and that is Delta, one of the biggest airlines here in America because of customer service and also because the amount of flights they actually do and the amount of revenue they actually bring in, and they also have around 84,000 employees. But obviously, airlines have been also a big, massive industry that have taken a big hit because of everything that's going on now. No one wants to go overseas right now. However, in the future, you know, people still have to go overseas. On top of that, with the entire, like, hey, credit cards give you rewards for travel, you know, you have to travel also. So in the future, maybe like in 1 year or 2 years, you play the long game. They're not really gonna go anywhere for a long time, unless Tesla makes like a flying car, and then you can just go wherever you want, like, for free, okay? But seriously, okay, it's not really gonna go like anywhere for a very long time. However, Delta was actually trading around $55 pre-pandemic, and right now they're trading at $19.19. And even more, guys, Warren Buffett actually sold a lot, not a lot, all of his shares in Delta and a few other airlines, because he thinks that, hey, it's gonna take me a long time to recover from this and actually get my money back. And I completely understand that, and that's why I actually bought some more Delta at a very cheap price. And I'm playing the long game for like 5 to 10 years, and when things go back to normal, guess what? Your boy is gonna make some money. But again, before I buy companies, I analyze them. So don't just buy a company because I said so. Go ahead and analyze the company also, and that way you'll know exactly what's going to happen. And now, guys, number 7, surprisingly, is actually JP Morgan, one of the biggest banks here in America. And before the pandemic, they were trading at $137, and right now they're trading at around $85.90. Now, this company right here, I have my eye on them, okay? And the idea is, you know, because of the pandemic and people not really having a lot of money, and also unemployment skyrocketing, well, a lot of companies are worried about, like, hey, what about loans? What about foreclosures? What about getting people credit cards? And the criteria to actually get a credit card has actually tightened up to the point that if they don't believe your income, they'll actually try to verify it. But overall, guys, the entire point of this video is just to show you that some companies are going to have their stock plummet because it's just like normal, and it kind of sped up the entire process. However, some companies have just temporarily been affected by this, and once things go back to normal, they will also commence back to normal, and the stock price will also go back to normal. So your job and your homework here by watching this video is to go out there and find companies right now that are undervalued because of everything that's going on right now. And some companies are going to go bankrupt, yes, but if you learn how to analyze companies, you'll know for a fact, like, hey, I'm pretty sure that airlines are not going to go anywhere. Banks are not going to go out, like, anywhere also, right? So the point is, your job is to just go out there, find companies, analyze them, and this way you'll know exactly what to get invested into and what to stay away from. Because if you see a trend of a company going down like this for the past 10 years and then boom, like now, it just kind of like sped up the entire process, okay? But for example, if you see a company going all the way up for a very, very long time and then boom, it goes down, but it will recover if the financials are correctly. For example, guys, okay? What would happen if we had, like, for example, an epidemic where the internet went off? Well, obviously, Netflix will suffer a ton, okay? And also, Amazon will suffer a ton. But the idea is that some tragedies that happen will affect good companies a lot. But eventually, good companies will retain value as things keep getting fixed. So the point is, find good companies that have temporarily been affected, invest into them now because right now they're undervalued, and then you will be able to reap the benefits of holding on for the long run, okay? But guys, comment down below and let me know, did I miss any companies? Comment down below, let me know. I should have checked out Chuck E. Cheese because that company right there must have gone down by a ton also. But comment down below and let me know, guys. And as always, if you enjoyed this video right here, well, like this video, smash the like button. On top of that, also subscribe and notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. And on top of that, also, if you want to check out my second channel, a brand new channel, link down below, and here it is, called The Tommy Bryson Show. It is hilarious. And also follow me on Instagram at Tommy Bryson, and here is a video about investing and how it works and the strategies right here. Click my favorite. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.